Good morning and welcome to another episode of Coco and the Sun podcast. This is Malika again. How is everybody? I hope you're having like a gorgeous, beautiful, blessed, full of potential and possibilities morning. A morning where you think anything good could happen. Like this is the day something's gonna break. Some understanding, some clarity. I don't know. Feeling very optimistic today. So let's see. How is life treating everyone? I would say for me, life is putting me through the paces, but I'm learning a lot about myself and my belief system and my thoughts. Um, and what I need to adjust. Also, I feel like um it's like hopeful too, like, because once you know some of the things are good, and some of the things aren't what we would consider good, but I still consider it good because it's knowledge that I didn't have before or wasn't clear on before. And also like when you push past like stuff, like gunky heavy stuff, it's like it's good because you feel like you got through it, right? You're on the next side of it now. And you feel like, okay, it can only get better from here. You feel confident too that you broke that down, you know. So what I'm realizing with fear is one, you have to, in order to move past it, you have to look at it and look at exactly what the fear is. You have to feel it, allow for its existence because we are human. This is what we've been learning all these years, right? So to think it doesn't exist or be upset that it does, or be upset with yourself that you have these fears is counterproductive. Kind of have to look at it and be like, well, that makes sense based on all the experiences I've had, and it will take time to get to the next side of it, and that's okay. But so what is this fear exactly? Name it or them. And then you can say, um, let's see, I'm gonna give an example. You can say why the fear has no power anymore, right? Or sorry, isn't gonna keep you from finding out what's on the next side of it. So you acknowledge that it's there, you actually look at what the fear is. And if it's really like it's really like a true thing or it's just something that you're making up. Um, and then just be at peace with when you're ready to clear it, it'll clear. Not stress it, you know? So I think that's what's working. So let me give you an example of it. An example of it would be um you won't have enough funds, right? You're gonna end up in a bad situation where your needs aren't met. You can look at it and be like, well, I've been through situations like this before. While that's a possibility, it has never occurred. Um, because I have my faculties and my mind, my thought processes, my heart, my emotions to guide me. I can change the story now. I can choose to look at this as a learning experience if the worst does happen, what is the worst that could happen? Is it really that bad? Would it really be that bad, or would it be something I need to learn to help me along my way? I trust that it's going to work out, that everything's perfectly timed, stuff like that. And then hopefully, like, eventually you get past it and just try to do things you really like to do. I think that's where I'm at with that. Okay, so, but I still don't know all the stages, and I don't think everybody has the same stages because people have better understandings of themselves or at different stages of understanding things and can just not have to deal with all of this stuff. But yeah, so far in regards to FAIR, I have looked at what exactly is the FAIR, allowing the FAIR to exist based on previous experiences and not stressing it, and also trying to unlock that FAIR or think of what would it be if it did occur? Would I really would it be the end of the world? And trying to make it a little smaller or less ominous, right? Yeah, to get to the next side of it. Being okay with if it does happen, it does happen, but also feeling like trusting the process and the universe and God that what I want does occur. And everything's conspiring with me to bring what I want into being. And these are all lessons I have to learn to get there, to change the dynamic, to live the reality I want to live. But again, still in process. So I don't have it 100% down yet, right? But that's what I think so far. So if it turns out to be wrong, I will let you guys know, hey, what's wrong about this? Turns out. Anyway, so today I'm going to read chapter 14 of Bringers of the Dawn. This chapter is titled Emotions, the Secret and the Chronicles of Time. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Oh, how long is this? Let me see. Sorry. How long is this chapter? I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's about. Okay, let's go. I don't know, I'm trying to get comfortable. Like, what's the best way for me to read this? Okay. There are those who exist in this universe who have yet to discover human emotion. When you visit Earth's ancient lands and look at the creations of other times and places, you can feel the frequency and vibrations inherent in the sites. You know that there are keys there, and you know that there are messages, that there is something locked within that once existed and will surface again. In the same way, human beings have something hidden within them that is very valuable for the evolution of the universe. We refer to this data as the codes and master numbers, geometric formulae of light that are integral to recreating and producing life forms throughout the universe. Human beings have been tucked away, hidden and forgotten in the antiquities of time ever since their DNA was rearranged, because it is in the distant past of the chronicles of time when the species was alive and vibrating very differently. That time has been forgotten or shelved by some. As we have said, you have been in quarantine, almost as if you have been in the dungeons of time for so long that as the new eras have come forward, they have forgotten that you have been here. There are those, however, who have not forgotten. They have sent you on assignment to change all of this, to bring memory forward and to bring the value of human existence back to the forefront of creation. You are needed because you carry the dog. He came to give me a little kiss. I love my dog. Oh my God. For those of you that have pets, are they not like just the most loving experiences? I swear. Where did I stop? I forget. Okay. You are needed because you carry something that many other species have no idea of, emotion. So we have emotions. I think that's what makes us different from other galactic species. Emotion. I remember like being always like super sensitive. And in a way, it kind of worked against me because what I did was, because I'm still super, like I can't undo the super sensitive stuff. But I can put up a block against people because I don't want to deal with their harshness. Um, so then there's less interaction. But anyways, I remember always people saying, you need to get rougher skin. It needs to roll off your back like a duck. I'm like, I never could do that. You want me to pretend that what you said wasn't upsetting? I can pretend to do that, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel it. I still do, and it's still awful for me. Still sat with me for a while. Now I'm able to process it faster and not look at it from like, you know, it's done to me instead of it's done for me, and look at that person's probably dealing with their own stuff, and it's not like, nothing that I should take personal at this stage. So the processing is different. So just like, you need to get tougher skin. Like, it doesn't work like that. The emotions don't fit. Anyways, so we have emotion. And just as you need to work together to bring your own selves into a wholeness and richness of multidimensional being, there are those who are striving to catapult the entire universe into a new octave, a reach toward and creation of new territory. The keepers of time know where the data is locked, and you have been found. You have been selected to bring it into the light. We have come forward or backward from your time period. I'm sorry. We have come forward or backward from our time period to assist those of you on assignment to unlock the does this say anals? I don't like this word. Like the anals of human DNA. We are here to help you rearrange them within your own being and then to become part of the living library. Okay. As we have mentioned, what is occurring on Earth is going to affect things in many places. Energy is being sent here at this time to redirect certain universal forces so that they will come into alignment and bring this universe into simultaneous awareness of its identity. What is in Earth is like a locked away secret in the chronicles of time, and it has to do with emotion. In this gift of emotion, there's wealth in richness. There's incredible ability to transcend many different realities and to move through and experience many different states of awareness. Emotion allows certain energies to coalesce, fuse, bond, and come together in realization of themselves. Without emotion, that bond could not be. Okay, so trying to find where I left off last. Um, Okay, without emotion, the bond could not be. There are those existing in this universe who are very ancient and who have come to the realization of what this place is. They have been working for eons. They are ancient elders, even to our system, and they are honored as great wise men and women in your terms, although they are not men or women at all. They are the ones who make the movements and drive the system like a pilot drives a ship. Just like you have jobs, their job is to steer this universe on a course of discovery. They have discovered from their own learning and journey that they must connect with other universes. There's a plan to catapult and send energy into new experience. At this time, Earth and a number of other systems where you simultaneously exist are instrumental in the re-emergence of emotion with the purpose of comprehending all identities compacted into one. All identities compacted into one. All identities compacted into one. The universes are discovering that they can do by coming together and interworking, just as you are discovering what you can become. I don't know, that sounds right. I'm going to read it over. The universes are discovering what they can do by coming together and interworking, just as you are discovering what you can become. There is no preconceived idea of what will happen. This is new territory. I guess as we come together, I guess as the human comes together as all the aspects of itself. And then that comes together with all the different aspects of the other humans that are all the different aspects of themselves and become a consciousness. So is the universe becoming aware, each universe, of all the different aspects of itself. And coming together with other universes, oh my God, to all what that consciousness combined is. That's kind of wild. But as below, so above, as within, so without, it would make sense. It's mind-blowing though, but kind of cool, but also like, oh my God. Also, this is my interpretation. It may be an incorrect one. If you read it and you get a different view on it, a different perspective, together we get there with all the different perspectives because perspectives are infinite, just as the universe is infinite and ever evolving. So let's have this conversation. Emotion is the key to all of this. As human beings, you need emotion to connect you with your spiritual self. Emotion is essential to understanding spirituality because emotion generates feeling. The mental body and physical body are very linked, as are the emotional body and spiritual body. The spiritual body is, of course, the body that exists beyond physical limitation. You need emotions to comprehend the non-physical, which is why emotions have been so controlled upon this planet. You have been allowed very little room emotionally and have been encouraged to feel powerlessness or frightened. Many of you don't want to go beyond these emotional barriers and through your personal boundaries because it might be painful. You'd like to say abracadabra and just have them be gone. Pain brings you feeling. If you can feel in no other way, sometimes in order to capture your attention as a stubborn human, you create pain to show yourself the range of your abilities and to bring yourself into life. In this way, you can feel the richness of being alive. Most human beings are afraid of their emotional or feeling center. They are afraid to feel. Trust your feelings no matter what they are. Trust that they lead you to something and that the way you feel can bring you a realization. You all want to be in life and be removed from it at the same time. You say, Let me just be here and be a powerful person, but I don't want to feel or participate too much because it hurts too much, and then I'll get sucked down. I don't trust life. When you are not afraid of feeling and you move past judgment and allow yourself to feel all the ways you feel, you will have a tremendous breakthrough because you will be able to ride feeling into other realities. Yo, feeling is the way to other realities. Some of you are afraid to feel and participate in this reality, let alone ride into other realities because you do not trust your feelings. If you wish to have an acceleration, dive into something that brings you feeling. Stop skirting the issue so that you can think you are in control. Dive in the middle of it and see if you are in control. It's not that you don't know how to feel, it's that you are afraid of your feelings. You don't know what to do with them when you have them. They bring up a sense of powerlessness within you. So you associate feeling with a sense of, oh no, I blew it. You have a boundary in your belief system that states that when something comes up that is emotional and brings pain or anger, then it is not good. It is time to stop tiptoeing around things and avoiding your emotions. Anger serves a purpose. All of you want to get you. How am I reading this without my glasses? I was just thinking like I have to push the book far away. I was like really straight in there. Anger serves a purpose. All of you want to get finished with it. You want to sweep it under the rug and act as if it is no good. You act like it is rotten vegetables. Throw it out and bury it in the back garden as if there was no purpose to it. We are emphasizing that there is a purpose to fear and a purpose to anger. If you would allow yourself to express and experience your fears, which might lead to the expression of your anger, you would learn something. For those of you who want desperately to avoid fear and anger and who are really afraid of these feelings, have something great to learn through these feelings, through these emotions. They are techniques that move you beyond your personal boundaries of identity and behavior, and you are simply afraid to experience this. Most of the time, all you want is to be accepted. You feel that no one will like you if you do certain things or feel certain ways. So you don't give yourself permission to have those certain feelings. That is where the anger comes from. You have anger because you make judgments about what you can and cannot do. If you do not give yourself permission to feel, you cannot learn. Feelings connect you with life. Feelings serve a variety of purposes in human beings. We encourage all of you to please trust and cultivate and rely on your feelings. And understand that your feelings are your ticket to ride into multidimensional realities, where you must go if you are seriously playing this game. In multidimensional realities, you learn to hold and focus many different visions of yourself at once. Wow. Feelings can take you to these places, particularly feelings that you trust. Many of you are very suspicious and masterful over your feelings. You will not allow certain feelings to come forward, or you judge them when they come up instead of observing where they take you or what they do for you. Because you have a fear of something, you keep yourself from experiencing it because you put it up a wall that says, if I go there, it's bad. You put the brakes on. In actuality, your fear will eventually energize the experience into your realm of development because all thought is drawn into form based on the emotional influence behind it. Let me underline that. All thoughts are drawn into form Mm. Where is it? I can't find it now. All thoughts, okay, are drawn into form based on the emotional influence behind it. So sometimes the greatest thing to do is simply say, what the heck? I will go there. I surrender. Then deal with being there and not worry about being centered while you are in your feeling center. If you intend to go into your feeling center and always be in control, you're not giving yourself the range of movement that is needed to ride the emotions that knock down boundaries and belief systems. I think I need to end on it. So feel it. Feel the fear. What is it? What is it saying? Don't try to control it. Feel it. Look at it. Look at what's based in. Allow it to exist and know you will get through it when it's time to get through it. Anger has its purpose. Anger is not purposeless and pain is not purposeless. They all lead you to something. You can make an intention to go into your feeling center and learn how to be centered there while you explore the opportunities. If you say, I'm going to be centered there, it sounds as if you won't allow yourself any movement within it. Instead, just in time to have a centeredness. A centeredness does not mean that things don't fluctuate. It means that you allow things to fluctuate. Whether a boat is ready to tip over or is in calm water, you allow it. You ride it, and then you get out of the event either a calm ride or a rough ride. So you ride it, and then you get out of the event either a calm ride or a rough ride. You experience the ride. Your emotions are not just food for others, they are food for the self. Oh, good Lord. They are food for the self. This is how you nourish yourself and create your identity. This is your identity as frequency through your emotions. Emotions feed you and feed your call letters into existence. You're going to deal with each of your boundaries simply because that is what you do not want to do. You would love to say, golden stardust, eliminate all that has limited me. Boom, I am free. Ideally, it would be so simple. That is the classic example of wanting to recruit and recircuit and bypass the feeling center. You have certain emotional beliefs or feelings that assist in making these boundaries outside of yourself. So when you break a boundary, you have to deal with the emotion that put the boundary there in the first place. Through your emotional body, you are connected to your spiritual body. You may want to bypass something that is difficult, yet you have to feel your way through it. You want to sweep difficult things under the rug and say, I don't want to do these. When the difficult things are your gemstones. Even if you discover you have 101,000 boundaries, you do not feel frustrated. Simply say, this is interesting. Look at the boundaries you have set up, and instead of swearing at them, simply observe them and see if you can discover how they came about. See what purpose they served, what grocery store you shopped in when you bought these items. As soon as you acknowledge and recognize and are willing to release something, it moves. When you cling or have fear or think, I like that boundary, that serves me very well, then you limit yourself. You must learn to love your emotions. As long as you describe something as difficult, you're making it difficult. No one else is. You are resisting and judging the changes coming about. You are feeling that you do not know what is going on and you wish to be in control. Control is something very convenient and very handy. It must be applied at the right place at the right time, like super glue. Super glue in the wrong place doesn't do much good. Did you ever super glue your hands or lips together? You must learn to exercise control in the way you use super glue. If you screw up with super glue, you get stuck and you can't do anything. Control is the same way. We get stuck with it and it sticks you to something that you don't need to be stuck to. You must be very selective about what you decide to control or not control. The old human pattern or paradigm that exists says that you must be in control. This is the old paradigm. You, as members of the family alive, are having an awakening. You need your emotions. You must become friends with your emotions because through feelings, you can climb the ladder to the multidimensional self and the 12 chakra system and explore what you discover. Okay, it's through your emotions, through your feelings, you can climb the ladder of multidimensional self and the 12 chakra system. So it's through emotions that we do that. Through feelings, you can tell if something is going on or not. The logical mind will disinvolve itself when something is going on if the body is not plugged into feeling it. Feeling registers frequency change. Logical mind does not register frequency change. You are experiencing an awakening of frequency change. You are being led to change many portions of your life and to give up many things. Don't resist the change and feel out of control because you don't know what is coming and it appears that your emotions are getting in your way. Your emotions are simply wanting to show you something. You don't like it because you think your emotions are interfering or will embarrass you. Get clever. Next time you come into one of these emotional situations, say to yourself immediately, all right, I know what is going on. I'm not getting caught in this one. I know there's something here for me to learn and something for me to change. I believe that I am guided and that I am following a blueprint. So I will check out what is in this for me by not judging it and by going with the flow. I request that all my changes come in joy and safety and harmony. That is my decree. Everything in my evolution I'm intending is covered by that. I experience joy and safety and harmony. So I will go with this energy and see what is changing for me and what I need to give up. If you need to go through the feelings of fear and anger, you can go through that through joy and safety and harmony. Kind of confused with that, but might be a possibility that I just don't understand yet fully. I guess you could see the anger or the fear and be like, oh, good, something to go through, something to clear, something to better understand myself. Let me get to the root of this. Why do I feel like this? What am I afraid of? Or what am I angry about? What's causing all this anger? And just look at it, but be happy that you do have it, I guess, because it means that you're clearing something. I don't know. When your memories are intact and you have not cultivated trust inside yourself, you shut down because you don't understand what is occurring when you are made ready for change. It is imperative for people to trust the feeling center and operate with it. When stuff activates your feeling center and brings you into discomfort, face the feelings that you do not like. This is your essence. These feelings are your jewels, your treasures, and your gems from which you can learn about your identity. They are your springboard, and you are never finished with them. You cannot shove them away and say, yuck, I don't like the me I was then. However, you can alter the you who perceived reality in that way As you continue to become aware and gain a vast comprehension of who you are, you can look back at that entity in that place and have a whole new realization of who you were then. This process is ongoing. You will begin to see it in one another. Honor your friends as they go through their stuff. Just don't get involved in it. If it is for you, do it, but don't help others prolong their dramas. But don't help others prolong their dramas. It is time to move through stuff, not to stage a 365-day Broadway run with it. We suggest telling your stories once or twice or 3 times, and that is it. You don't need to tell everyone everything because everyone else has their stuff occurring too. Do you understand? When you continually speak about your stuff, you are missing the point because you are talking instead of doing and seeing what you are telling yourself. Let me read that over. When you continually speak about your stuff, you are missing the point because you're talking instead of doing and seeing what you are telling yourself. So in the talking, you can't take a look at yourself and see what you're actually doing and seeing. I understand that. The talking is part of the process, but just don't make it the only part. By talking to everyone about what is going on with you, you are simply wanting to get attention, and you don't need to do that. Events are ongoing, and you never really finish with them because they are your stuff. If something is painful for you at the time, we guarantee that later you will encounter a situation that is similar, and you will have gained a compassion that you never had before. You will see the situation all in a different perspective. What is coming up now are the things that originally blocked you from perceiving reality. These are the parts of your emotional body in which the highway system was severed, and the information could not flow. So you moved into pain and translated the emotional pain out of your physical body. We recommend to all of you that you receive body work. Body work simply involves bringing energy from outside the cosmos into your body, infusing it with your other bodies, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So our other bodies are mental, the mind, physical, the physical body, emotional feelings, and spiritual. Spiritual and energy and light body consider the same thing? Or have we not touched on those yet? And making the energy grid fit. Okay, so body work simply involves bringing energy from outside the cosmos into your body, infusing it with your other bodies, your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual bodies, and making the energy grid fit. Where the energy grid fits and you don't block cellular memory and you allow energy to step into your body, the energy moves through your chakras and feeds your body its data. When you are afraid or you shut down or when you blame someone else or when you are in denial, you get stuck. Then, even though light floods into your body, it does not fit with the grid work. So you are in chaos and everybody else wants to stay away from you because you emanate chaos. Chaos is a fine place to be. There's nothing wrong with chaos as long as you don't permanently dwell there. When you deny emotion, you are asking for major earth changes to take place within your psyche. When you allow a tornado here, a hurricane there, or a small volcano eruption here and there, you're allowing your emotions freedom of expression, and they will not run rampant over your personal environment. Oh, I wonder if that is like the same for the earth, right? That's the earth clearing and dealing with its emotions. If so, the earth has a lot of emotions. Feeling is what connects you to your humanity. Feeling is what connects you to your emotions. Emotions connect you in this realm of existence to your spiritual body. What we are saying is that emotions or feelings are the key to being alive in this reality. Mm. Many realities exist without emotions, but in this reality, they are your greatest gift. If you deny your emotional self in this lifetime, then you had best realize that you have hung it up. If you are not going to be hurt, if you are not going to be part of your emotional self, then you're never going to make the game we are talking about. You will simply be one of the masses who watches television and feels like a victim over and over again. If you're feeling pain within your emotional body, ask yourself why you believe the pain is there. What purpose is the pain serving? And why you are choosing to create pain through your emotions? Why is it not your choice to create joy? All is choice. We need to remind you of this. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. I thought I had another page, but I didn't. Okay, so you want to read that last chapter, that last paragraph? Let's read that last paragraph again. Feeling is what connects you to your humanity. Feeling is what connects you to your emotions. Emotions connect you in this realm of existence to your spiritual body. What we are saying is that emotions or feelings are the key to being alive in this reality. Many realities exist without emotions, but in this reality, they are your greatest gift. If you deny your emotional self in this lifetime, then you had best realize that you have hung it up. If you're not going to be part of your emotional self, then you're never going to make the game we're talking about. You will simply be one of the masses who watches the television and feels like a victim over and over again. If you're feeling pain within your emotional body, ask yourself why you believe the pain is there, what purpose the pain serves, and why you're choosing to create pain through your emotions. Why is it not your choice to create joy? All is choice. We need to remind you of them. Okay, so next episode, we will read chapter 15, Earth's Initiation Through Integrity. I kind of want to read it now, but it's a long chapter. Oh, is that? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll read it later today. I don't know. So that's it for today, folks. I thought it was really interesting. What did we learn today? We learned that emotions and feelings connect us to other realities. It is our cue to really progress, right? That what we have special, what makes us great is our emotions. That we need to observe them and go through them, not suppress them and repress them. We're not live in fear of them. We're not live in fear of feeling them. Like we need to feel them, find out why we feel this way, what's causing this, and take a look at it. Ride the wave, essentially, of the emotion while having centeredness. That one's still kind of confusing for me because it said not to be centered, but have centeredness, like riding a boat. Could be either a calm ride or a rough ride. I don't know. Then they say, but I understood, I think, the joy part where you can, I think you can look at it like, oh, I'm having this feeling, but you can see past it and be like, good, I'm going to clear something. But this feeling does feel like, I think that's what they mean by having a a joyous, harmonious, safe experience with the emotion. So I think that played for me, but I'm not sure about it says all is choice. So I'm selecting to have pain. Why am I experiencing pain? What I guess what is the lesson there that I wanted to experience the pain for, the emotional pain, when I had a choice of experiencing joy. So it must be, for example, probably I'm really like sad about something or hurt about something so that I can feel the other side of it as intensely as this side of it. Maybe. I don't know. I have to ponder that thing, that last part there. I said, why are you choosing pain instead of joy? You know what's tricky too? Because all these things, it's because you wanted that experience. But the part of you that wanted that experience, like you don't really know really what it was thinking because it's a high aspect of yourself. And you're like, "Hmm, I wanted this experience, but why? I guess you can intend to find out why, even maybe the answer won't come right away, but it does come eventually in the right time. I believe that now. Like sometimes understandings come the most unexpected times, but and it's like a true and like you understand why this occurred. But at the time, like you don't get it. Sometimes it takes months to get it, you know. So not stressing if you don't get it right away and like super, super efforting. I was like, why? Doesn't work. Like, you know, you ask why. I'm curious as to why. Why? I'm looking at it and like, okay, well, I don't understand why yet, but I will at some point. And I thank myself for letting me know when I need to know. If that sounds really confusing, it could be. I don't know, but I kind of understand it now. A lot of times I ask for answers and I don't get it right away, but I don't stress anymore that I don't get it right away. I know I'll get it in the right time for me to get it. And I trust that I will because it always happens. I always get it, you know. If I don't feel not needed for what I need to do, I guess. But I do get it. So I think most questions I have would be questions I need to progress, right? Makes sense. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you are loved. I hope you know that you are loved. So, why am I yawning? I slept well. Anyway, and I hope that you experience love in all the ways that are best for you, and that you are loved to all in all the ways that are best for you. And have a great day. I know what I'm going to do. I've been painting a lot, enjoying what my thoughts are creating. It's kind of cool. Also, I think I don't know what I want to eat today, so I need to spend time with myself and figure that out. And what I want to do, where I want to go. I don't know. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Bye.